உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். இந்த மாதிரி ராம் மெய்யப்பன் இவங்க என்னுடைய ரிலேட்டிவ், எங்களுடைய மாமாவுடைய கிராண்ட்சன். ரொம்ப நல்லா படித்து இப்போ மெடிக்கல் படிக்கிறாங்க. மெரிட்டில் வாங்கியிருக்காங்க. ஃபார்வர்ட் கமிட்டியாக மெடிக்கல் வாங்கியிருக்காங்க. ஐ ரியலி அப்ரிஷியேட். இவங்க டிஸ்டிங்ஷன் வி காட் இன் சம் ஆஃப் த சப்ஜெக்ட்ஸ். ஸோ நம்ம நேராக ராம் மெய்யப்பன்ட்ட பேசுவோமே. தம்பி, நீங்கள் டிஸ்டிங்ஷன் எடுக்கிறதுக்கு ஏதோ ஒரு சீக்ரெட் இல்லை, என்ன பண்ணணும்? ஏன்னா யூ ஆர் அ குட் ஸ்டூடெண்ட். ஐ நோ. I like good student. I was a teacher in medical colleges, so I know it's not just like that it will come. You have to work for it in an intelligent way. Can you suggest the recommendation or what are the ideas regarding young medical graduate or young student, how to get good marks? Over to Meyyappan.
Okay, the exam is of two parts. One is the preparatory phase and the exam day part. So preparatory phase, it's better if you use standard books. Like I got a distinction in physiology, so I use Guyton. Guyton is a very good book. It's actually standard books are much better to read. So and exam day kenna, see the corrector who's going to correct your paper does not have much time. So you have to lead them to what you want them to see. So you've got to highlight, you've got to underline, you've got to add subheadings and colors it accordingly. So that is one way to get, and the other one is obviously the preparatory part. So if you learn for the concepts, not just the important questions, I think you can fairly do well in any exam.
So anything you have to study every day, or 2 hours, 3 hours, or you write notes, your own personal notes. What is your idea?
Actually, notes are quite good because you won't have time during the exam to turn around such a big book in a short span. So handwritten notes go a long way. So during your regular classes, way before the exams, it's better if you make the notes. And just once in a while, you can have a look at it. And during the exam, you can focus intensely on it. So notes are efficient. But I think it is very important to study for an average of just 2 hours, 3 hours a day.
So 2 to 3 hours a day, that is a recommendation.
Yeah.
Okay. For short question, long question, also preparation, what is your idea? There are some marks. Some marks 20 marks, some 5 marks. So what is your
Okay, the amount of information given in your book, the standard books for a particular topic, always tells you whether you should treat it as a long note or a short note. Because usually the short note questions are mentioned as key important points or revisions that are made to the existing, existing rules or set of drugs, whichever subject accordingly. So long answer questions, you've got to remember the entire thing of it, like especially like if you take subjects like pharmacology, there's classifications, mechanism of action, pharmacokinetics, action, adverse effects, and so on and so forth. But when you write a short note, all of these will just touch upon few things, not in detail. So long notes will be way more detailed than your short notes.
It's just mugging up or something, or is you have to understand the concepts?
Understanding goes a long way, but certain subjects like microbiology, I don't think you can have an understanding of certain things. If you can grab an understanding, good. But otherwise, most of the subjects will be based on a logic or take physiology or pathology, for example. It's all very logical and very simple.
Nere book padikonma illa oru book padikradhu?
Straight to a single source. Single source.
So not many books.
Not many books. Too many books.
Some of the short books la varudhe notes mari adu eppadi?
Not effective at all. No, I wouldn't recommend those. Stick to standard books. Make your own notes. I think that will take you a very long way. So,
is it from day one you have to study? Is it you have to advance? You have to prepare or anything like that?
It is way better if you start early. And one of the best way to actually do well in class and in the exam is pre-read.
Yeah.
Pre-reading goes a long way. Pre-reading like 15 minutes just before a lecture for a particular topic will put you way ahead of people in the classroom.
Pre-reading, that's the very thing. And application, I think another
Absolutely.
point. For example, physiology ஒன்று படிக்கிறேன்னு வச்சுக்க, அப்போ how it applies clinically ன்னு பார்க்கலாம். இது மெடிக்கல் சப்ஜெக்ட்ல வேற சப்ஜெக்ட்லயுமே எப்படி அப்ளை பண்ண போறோம் அப்படி இன்னொன்று மெமரி பண்றதுக்கு எனி டெக்னிக்? Because I was teaching memory development also. Do you have any idea how to memorize or some point how to remember?
Spaced repetition is best.
Repetition.
Spaced repetition. Like so there is a normal memory curve on how long your brain remembers information and how certain information gets into long-term potentiation. So that you can achieve by repeatedly looking over a number of days.
Repeated.
Yeah, you don't have to spend time exactly on it, but just have a look at it like for 3 minutes or 5 minutes every day for like 10 days, then probably you'll remember it automatically.
இன்னொன்று நான் நினைக்கிறேன் மற்றவங்களுக்கு சொல்லி கொடுக்குறப்ப we learn. The best way to learn is to teachingறாங்க.
Feynman's technique is pretty good.
What is it?
That's called Feynman technique, teaching it to somebody or something like a doll or an item. People usually do that. So that also works. So teaching others like your friends will be very good. So you will learn a lot in groups, so that will be a lot better. And spaced repetition will make your memory.
இன்னொன்று நான் நினைக்கிறேன் passion and interest. எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச சில டிஸ்டிங்ஷன் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் முன்னாடி கொலீக்ஸ் எல்லாம் so much interested in the subject. என்னமோ கடனுக்கு படிக்கிறேன் நான் டாக்டர் சம்பாதிக்கணும் அந்த மாதிரி இல்லாம they are very passionate about it. The passion, love. Am I right?
Passion creates discipline, so you are actively looking at it because you are interested, you want to know more. But if you are trying to memorize, there is not much of an interest, so it's less likely that you will pick up the book.
இன்னொன்று அந்த டிசிப்ளின் ஒன் பிளேஸில் உட்காந்து ஒரு இடத்துல படிக்கிறது, ஒரு சர்டன் அமௌண்ட் ஆஃப் டைம் கொடுக்கறது, இன்னொன்று வந்து உங்களுடைய ஒரு வாட் யூ கால் தட் ரொட்டீன், இன்னொன்று வந்து ஒரு அதுக்குள்ள ப்ளஷர் பாயிண்ட் வந்து முடிச்சுட்டு எடுத்துக்கிறது, gratification. That's one of the methodology. But now you want to go for a movie, you decide I want to finish and go. அந்த மாதிரி இல்லையா?
இல்ல, don't overcomplicate it. That's what I'll tell people. Keep it very simple. Like if you set a topic, 2 topics today, just finish your 2 topics, whatever situation might it be. You're in a family gathering or you're in somebody's in the hospital or whatever it is, just 2 topics a day or like 1 topic, whatever they taught in the classroom. I think that will be more than enough.
ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்பட்டு படிக்கணுங்கிறது இல்லைன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். இப்போ நம்ம மூவி பார்க்குறோம், மூவி பார்த்தா எல்லாம் தெரியுது இல்லை, அதே மாதிரி ஏன் சப்ஜெக்ட்ல அது என்ன சீக்ரெட், எப்படி சப்ஜெக்ட் அந்த மாதிரி அவன் வச்சுக்கிறது? நான் சொல்றது புரியுதுங்களா? இப்போ மூவி பார்க்குறேன், மூவி பார்த்து எனக்கு சொல்ல சொன்னா எனக்கு ஜாலியா இருக்கு, படிச்சது சொல்லணும்னா ஒரு மாதிரி அது ஏன், அதுக்கு என்ன டிஃபரன்ஸ், எப்படி அது? எனிதிங் ஐடியா யூ ஹேவ்?
I think a good teacher is always best. And classroom learning should contribute 70% of your learning. If you focus in the classroom, so pre-read, focus in the class, I think you're 70% done.
Pre-read.
Yeah.
ஒன்று. ரெண்டாவது ரெப்பிட்டேஷன். மூணாவது நோட்ஸ் ஷார்ட்டா எடுத்து என்ன பாயிண்ட் சொல்ல போறீங்க.
And focusing in class will help you in 2 ways. Because we have a lot of junk to read. It's all packed in very
true.
It's all packed. So the teacher will tell you what to focus on. So that a teacher's experience will tell you this is important, this is not important. So that is why paying attention in class goes a long way. It works a lot. So just listen to your teachers or have some guide or somebody. There are a lot of different
mentors.
Yeah.
Possibly a good distinction student. Possibly a good student, senior.
Yeah, seniors do guide us a lot. So good senior who's good with you, like or some relative who's already ahead of you in the curve.
Games, sports, other activities, studies, and everything.
Absolutely necessary.
Do you have anything?
Yeah.
What do you play?
I work out and
is it workout?
Yeah.
I think that's very mandatory, I suppose.
Yeah, physical exercise is very important, whether you're a medical student or not, because if you keep your food and your exercise well, I think that's a good recipe for healthy life.
ரொம்ப நல்லா இருந்துச்சு இந்த நிறைய பேசணும் உங்கள்கிட்ட. ஸோ மச் குட் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்டை பார்க்குறப்ப ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாக இருக்கும். ஏன்னா எல்லாரும் ஈஸி வே, வித்தவுட் எனி திங் ஐ வாண்ட் டு மேக் மணி, வித்தவுட் டூயிங் ஐ வாண்ட், அது வந்து ஒரு ராங் ஆட்டிடியூட். யூ ஹேவ் டு ஒர்க் ஃபார் இட் இன் அ பியூட்டிஃபுல் வே. Am I right?
Yeah, that's true. See, money is obviously a byproduct. You cannot ignore that. A lot of our society's norms are based on monetary facts. You cannot ignore it, but don't make it your primary goal. And I think we'll understand at a point that there are so many people who are better than us, smarter than us, and much more efficient than us. So pick up a thing or two from them. You may not know it all the time. We have something to learn from somebody who may not be very significant at all. So just pick up the habit of learning from them.
இன்னொன்று வந்து பிளேஃபுல்லாக ஆட்டிடியூடாக படித்தாலுமே நல்லா வரும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். இட்ஸ் ஒன் ஆஃப் த கான்செப்ட் வந்து விச் ஐ லேர்ன்ட் அஸ் அ டீச்சர். மெடிடேஷன் இதுலாம் சொல்லித்தர்றது ஒரு ஹையஸ்ட் பீப்புள் டு எவால்வ் திஸ் டெக்னிகாலஜி. ஒன்று வந்து மெடிடேஷன் will help you. Meditation is spending time with yourself. Silence. That is one. இன்னொன்று visualization. You visualize, that will help you.
Yeah, flowcharts help out a lot because it simplifies a lot of it.
Which one, sorry?
Flowcharts.
Flowcharts, yeah, beautiful.
They're very simple and they can, two pages full of text can be concised into half a page of flowchart, and it will teach you way more than what a textbook can teach you. The reason I tell you use standard books is because they have the best knowledge.
Correct.
And the problem is when an author reads a book and reinterprets the subject in his own way, it is again very subjective. It's his perspective. That is good in certain way and that is bad in certain ways. Because standard books, they're considered standard because a gross majority of them accept it as the best book.
Okay. So visualization will help you.
Definitely.
Reflection will help you. Reflection rereading சொல்லிருக்கோம்.
Yeah.
இன்னொன்று வந்து playful attitude. அது வந்து ஹெல்ப்ஃபுல் ஆகுங்கிறாங்க. அதாவது ரொம்ப சீரியஸாக நம்ம அப்படி இல்லாமல் ஜாலியாக படிக்கிறப்ப அது
Yeah, actually true. If you learn it for the fact of just learning it without looking for an outcome as an exam or anything, just learn it for the sake of it is not going to help you. For an exam or the sake of it is not going to help you. You have to develop the interest. You see, if you're not interested, you won't look at certain things. You will obviously be blinded by your own ignorance to look at it. So being interested and trying to enjoy it will make it a lot easier and will help you focus on the right things.
Okay, so I think we learn a lot. Really, I congratulate and wish you all the best.
Yeah.
May God bless you. You must really, it's a noble profession. இப்போ வந்து I was into value education also. I'm a teacher into, nowadays people கொஞ்சம் அப்செட்டாக இருக்காங்க. ஆனால் if you are very truthful to yourself, you know your subject, you have values, you have writing habits, journaling, அதெல்லாம் இருந்துச்சுன்னா ஒன்றும் ரொம்ப லீகலுக்கெல்லாம் பயப்படணுங்கிறது இல்லை. when you do in a proper way and noble profession, I wish you all the best, Meyyappan, and congratulations. May God bless. For எல்லாருக்கும் உங்களுக்கு எல்லாமே பார்க்குறவங்களுக்கு ஒரு ரொம்ப தேங்க்ஸ், பிகாஸ் யூ ஆர் த மோட்டிவேட்டர். இப்போ கூட நான் ஊருக்கு வந்தேன், ஃபாதர் ஒரு பெரிய இது கட்டியிருக்கிறதுக்காக பார்க்க வந்தேன். எங்கள் மாமா பையன், நான் ரொம்ப ப்ரௌட் ஆஃப் ஹிம். அப்போ வந்து people are happy when you do something good, I'm so happy to see him. Wish you all the best. May God bless. Thank you.
Thank you.